Their live broadcast. We are broadcasting live on Facebook again and YouTube simultaneously. So I'm going to wait a couple minutes while we kind of get the audience rolled up here for us, and I'll just kind of introduce myself if you're new. And if you are a regular, welcome back. I always love having you here. For those of you who are new, please take a second if you're on Facebook to hit that like button. That way when I go live, you will be notified. And if you're joining us on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. That way when I upload new videos or I go live, you will know that I am here and you can join us in the conversation. And if you know of a woman who's trying to intermittent fast, or maybe an aging woman who's trying to get control back of her health or her hormones, definitely feel free to share this broadcast. That's exactly what we talk about here when we talk about intermittent fasting for today's aging woman. If you are new, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I've been helping women design meal plans and nutrition plans to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And for me, over the past couple years or so, I have been experimenting and researching intermittent fasting, and over the last year, I have been able to reverse some health issues that I was having. And I think were caused by some hormonal imbalance, and was able to actually lose and shed off that horrible hormone weight that we women tend to put on in our late 40s and early 50s. And so I share what I do and how I help other women do the same thing with intermittent fasting here on these live broadcasts. So tonight we are going to talk about extended fasting, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of what I have been experiencing over the last couple of days and some of the feedback that I'm getting from the women that are in my intermittent fasting groups and some of the things that they're doing with their extended fasting. So to me, an extended fast is really, and this of course is just my opinion, and there's tons of definitions and different philosophies and all that on intermittent fasting and extended fasting. So this is how I define extended fasting. I define extended fasting as anything that is over a 24-hour period. So most people are pretty comfortable, or some people are pretty comfortable doing like a 1 meal a day type of fast. And so I say anything that's over that 24-hour period is really putting your body into that deep extended fasting opportunity of entering into autophagy and really monopolizing that whole fat burning state that we strive for when we are fasting. And that is really where our body begins to heal and really allows us an opportunity to get those hormones balanced out. So for some people, a 20-hour fast consistently kind of gets you on that track of really getting your body balanced out. And so a 25-hour fast is just really pushing you beyond your comfort zone. And then I say extended fasting is very individualized and very personal, because it's just getting you and your body out of its comfort zone. So if you are comfortable with that 1 meal a day protocol with fasting, then I say try to push yourself a little bit farther and see if you can get into that uncomfortable state and really get into that deep fat burning state and that opportunity for your body to burn off those dead and damaged protein cells. Again, there's so many different philosophies about extended fasting. So please understand this is how I am coaching the women that I work with and sort of what my experiences have been with extended fasting. And I know that there's people who are doing a lot of other things, and I say more power to you. Do your thing. So by no means am I criticizing anything or saying this is the hard and fast rule. This is just what I experience.
I skip every break. Can you hear you okay? I'm not getting anything.
Oh, can you guys hear me okay? My husband says he can't hear anything. Let's see. No one's saying they can't hear. Can you guys hear okay? Can someone tell me they can hear? Oh, you can hear. Okay, they can hear.
Okay, just must be me.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Okay, where was I? I'm in extended fasting, so I can't, my brain's not working very good. Okay, so I guess what I want to say is that, you have to kind of define these protocols for yourself. And there's definitely no hard and fast rule. If something is working for you, then that's your definition of whatever it is that you're doing and it's working for you. And if it's not working for you, then I think that you should seek out some different opportunities or different suggestions that other people are doing. So for me personally, an extended fast is anything over 24 hours. And literally like the 25th hour, I consider myself in an extended fast. So my husband and I started fasting on Sunday evening. We went out to dinner. We had like a spontaneous little date night we went out on because we knew we were going to be fasting. We had a salad and we had a beer at dinner, and then we went into our fast. So about 7:30, I think, on Sunday night. We went all the way through to Monday, really late afternoon, and all we had was water. We had no coffee or anything. Yesterday morning was horrible. I had a bunch of appointments on the phone I had to be kind of paying attention to, and I was yawning all the time. And I really felt that coffee detox yesterday morning. We went till about, I don't know, I think 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all we had was what we usually break our fast with, which is we call it the fat shake. So it was a shake that has a bunch of fat in it, and I put nothing else in it that would have a carbohydrate in it. So I think the total carbohydrates I had yesterday was 13, and then I just had a bunch of fat in my shake, and then I didn't have anything again until this afternoon, and we did the same thing. Another fat shake, 13 carbs, I think. So I've had 13 carbs a day since Sunday afternoon. And we just made a decision, he and I, that that's what we were going to do for the next 3 days, because we have a really busy schedule, and we have, my in-laws are coming into town on Wednesday, and we kind of just we didn't want to take the risk of not feeling well and not being able to get all the stuff that we had to get done, in these 3 days when we had company coming into town. And so we had kind of a very light meal, I think maybe 200 or 300 calories, 13 grams of carbs, all of it was fat, and some protein. I feel really flu-like today. So when you're doing extended fasting, the second day, or like just as you pass sort of that 48-hour mark, is really when your body kind of goes into that deep, like ketogenic type of state, or that fat-burning state, and you get that what's called the keto flu. So my symptoms today were a really bad like backache in the lower part of my back, that whole metallic-y taste in my mouth. I've been super thirsty all day. I'm sure I haven't drank enough water, so I'm trying to drink some more water. I felt a little better after I kind of downed one of these. We went on a walk with our dog, and I started to feel a little bit better, so I know I probably haven't had enough water today. I have that, we've been super energized, so that hasn't been a problem, but I just feel very like achy and very like, I don't like I'm about to get the flu is basically how I feel. Mentally, I'm fine. I've been able to get a lot of work done today. I've been very physical today, so that's been good. We took our dog on 2 walks, purposely long walks today, so we can kind of get some energy out of us and kind of do a little extra burning. I think we ended up walking about 6 miles today, 2 3-mile walks. And so that felt fine. But I'm feeling like if I can get over tonight and get to tomorrow, I will probably feel a lot better. If I didn't know that that second day is that worst like keto flu feeling day and that worst detox day, I would have, thrown in the towel. But tomorrow I'm assuming I'm going to wake up early, because wake up feeling great, because that's what most people say when they're doing extended fasts. So I'm going to kind of hold on to that. I have women in my groups that are killing it. They're doing 100 hours and 50-something hours and 70-something hours, and they're doing amazing things with their extended fasting. So kudos to you guys. You guys are awesome. I just don't have what it takes to do that right now, and I'm completely fine with that. My husband and I decided to do this kind of extended fast, or modified extended fast, I guess we would have to say, just to kind of see what it felt like and see how we felt on a very low food intake for consecutive days. And he's feeling great. He slept amazing last night. He said he had he said he felt very rested and felt very deep in his sleep, but his mind was super active, and he had a bunch of things that he kind of thought through in his mind and planned out for this morning when he woke up. I, on the other hand, had a very restless night. I felt like I didn't sleep well at all. I was kind of tossing and turning. But when I woke up this morning at 6, I felt rested. So I don't know how you explain that. I totally did not get a solid night's sleep, but I woke up this morning feeling fine, and I haven't felt tired at all today. So I have the energy and the mental capacity. I just feel flu-like. And I know that that's been described by a lot of people who do these sort of extended and even modified extended fasts. So everything that I'm feeling, I've kind of been expecting. My husband has been feeling a lot better than I have, so I don't know if that means I need to detox more, or maybe my body just is, maybe I'm burning fat more efficiently than my husband. Let's just go with that. And so I'm feeling it more. I don't know. We are not, or I'm not, I don't know about my husband, but I'm not doing this for weight loss. I purposely did not step on a scale Sunday or yesterday. I could honestly care less if I lose any weight. I'm basically just doing it for the experience and to kind of build a little bit of muscle memory for my body, because I'm hoping to do some longer fasts down the road and then be able to do just water only and be able to take that one little 200 or 300 calorie meal out of my day. And so I'm working my way up to that, and I will probably do that in about a month. So around the 3rd week of June is when I'm planning to do my extended fast. So I'm just doing it to kind of prep and prime my body and just kind of see how my body responds. And I'm guessing that the next time I do it, it'll probably be a little bit easier, and that's sort of what people say. Other than our walking our dog, we probably walk about 6 miles a day, and breaking that up into 2 different walks. We haven't really been doing any exercising. My body, for some reason, feels a little sore, like my muscles feel a little sore, like I had worked out. And so I'm sure that that's part of just the whole process of what goes on in your body with maybe my human growth hormone and being out on a walk. And so I'll take that. And I am already noticing, so we started Sunday night, and it is Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday night. I'm already noticing like a feeling of being very thin. I did have like a little bit of like cellulite on my legs that I was kind of hoping would disappear, and it feels like it is, and it looks like it is, so I'm gonna go with that too. And so I'm hoping that all these things that I'm feeling are just that fat burning state that we hope for when we're in extended fast. And so I wanted to kind of jump on tonight and share with you what we're doing. So if you are looking to kind of push yourself out of your comfort zone, doing an extended fast can be really whatever you need it to be, and design your own path on it. You do not necessarily have to do something that's just water only for several days if you haven't really built up the stamina in your body to do that yet. I think we benefit anytime we put our body into a fasting state. We're going to benefit from that fat burning opportunity and from that opportunity for us to burn those dead and damaged protein cells and really get into that autophagy state. And I know there's plenty of different rules of thought on this, and I appreciate all those rules of thought, but I just know how my body is feeling, and I see how my husband's body is feeling, and so I know that I am in that deep fat burning state by all the signs and signals that my body is sending to me, and I don't need to do anything more to get myself there. So if you're looking to do something longer and kind of push your body out of its comfort zone, I would say definitely try to do 2 or 3 consecutive days with just really pushing your body through that window that you're sort of stuck at. So if you've been doing a 20-hour fast, see if you can get your body to that 24, 25-hour fast for a couple days in a row, and see if you can kind of shock your body. Another good reason to do something like this, or even the extended water fast, if you wanted to do that water only fast, is even with intermittent fasting, our bodies tend to plateau. We hit that kind of homeostasis place where we kind of settle in, and we're used to everything being, kind of status quo. So our body will kind of settle down and just become comfortable where we are. And so doing this for 2 or 3 days really can give your body an opportunity to get shocked and then kind of get back into that work mode where it's going to burn off that fat and those damaged protein cells for you and get you back into that fat adaptive feeling that sometimes we lose just because our body is getting comfortable. So if you're feeling like you're plateauing with your intermittent fasting, or you're feeling like you kind of want to take it to the next level, doing a modified extended fast will do that thing where it'll kickstart your body into that fat burning mode again and really get you back into that weight loss mode or that deep healing mode, whatever it is that you're looking for with your intermittent fasting. So I'm gonna look here and see if we have any questions. See, I always go back to the top, and then YouTube, I'll get you guys in just a second. Hey, Megan, Sybil, nice to have you here. Cassandra, what's up, girl? Trudy, Donna, Amy's here. Randy, Shelly. Hey, Amy. So Amy's my girl. I talked about her every night. She's killing it. Hey, Michelle. Trudy, I did a 60-hour fast, and after the second day, it is easier. Okay, good, Trudy. Thank you, because I'm going to try to push it through tonight and make it to tomorrow morning, and then I'll update you guys with how I am feeling. Hey Yvonne, who's that at the top? My Miracle 79. Good evening, girlfriend. Hey Diane, it was fun to talk earlier today. Up a bit late to see a few minutes of your live broadcast. Thanks for the encouragement. Oh, Susan, it's great to talk to you too. You're doing great. Okay, let's see. Who else I got here? Yelena, I think that's how you say your name. Good to have you here. Tracy, Jennifer Santiago, good to see you. Debbie, I can hear. Oh, good, Debbie, thanks. No, okay. Maybe a little salt in your water may help counteract those keto flu symptoms. Portia, thank you. Thanks so much. And I have been drinking some mineral water. So what I'll probably do is just add maybe a little bit more salt. I'll probably have a little salt before I go to bed. And what I have heard when you're doing extended fasting, and I probably just forgot about it because I'm not doing a true extended fast by the book or whatever, is to take a quarter of a teaspoon of iodized sea salt and actually put it directly on your tongue. And you don't want to dilute it. You want to actually have it go right on your tongue so it goes right into your system, and that's supposed to help too. So I'll go do that as soon as we get off here, and then I'll let you guys know how it worked. I totally forgot about that, so thank you for reminding me. So Amy's at 55 hours and go for tomorrow at 12:30 for 72 hours. Awesome. You could also take an Epsom salt bath. Yeah, I do a lot of magnesium, so I think I'm going to skip the bath tonight and just keep drinking my water. I think I need to start the intermittent fasting first. The modified fasting sounds brutal. I am still in the research mode, so I can make an informed choice. Your videos help a lot. Oh, Tracy, I'm glad the video's helping you. Yeah, trust me, I've been fasting for a long time. So I think that the longest I've fasted before this in like an extended time frame was 32 hours, I think, and that was fine. And it'll probably be a lot easier for me, believe it or not, when the kids are out of school, just because we'll be busier and I won't be at home in the house so much, so we'll be out running around and hanging out at the pool or whatever. So I'm hoping in the summer it's just a little bit easier for us, for me to do, and I'm just gonna keep. Why are these crazy kid trolls on our YouTube live? Sorry for all those nasty comments, you guys. Can you explain a modified extended fast? What's the minimum or maximum you can eat to not break your fast? Okay, Cassandra, I don't know because every body is different. So an extended fast is, I mean, I've seen people say in the intermittent fasting world that, you can't be in a true autophagy state until you've been in a water fast for 4 days. And then I've heard people say that if you're fat adaptive and you're in that kind of ketogenic state, that you are really burning off those dead and damaged protein cells. So I don't know. I say you have to, whatever you do, you ease into it and work your way up to it, and really you have to build that muscle memory and trust with your body. So you'd never want to jump into like several days without consuming any calories until you're really familiar with how your body responds to just 24 hours without food. And so it's a little bit of a psychological buildup, an emotional buildup, and then you want to build sort of that body memory of easing your way into it. So in our groups, we start out by just skipping breakfast, then we go to a 16 hours, then we go to 18 hours, then we go to 20, and then we go to 24. Someone in our group today just did a 25-hour fast. She felt fantastic. So it all just sort of depends on what your comfort level is and how experienced you are at fasting, and also what your goals are with fasting. And oftentimes, if we have some healing that we need to do with our body, I always say, get a nice rhythm first. Fast for a good 3 or 4 weeks with a good protocol that's comfortable for you, and we kind of call that the sweet spot fasting protocol. And then that's when you want to kind of start experimenting with getting yourself into a little bit deeper of a fasting window, and then pushing yourself over that edge. Okay, let me see if we got any more questions here. Hey, Faith, where have you been, girl? I haven't seen you in forever. Donna, yes. Okay, good. Randy. Okay, so if we have any more questions here. So modified, for the way I'm calling it a modified fast, is that we are just adding in 200 or 300 calories and very little carbs. So I've only had 13 carbs every day, and I'm trying to just keep myself in that ketogenic type of state. And so I'm calling it a modified extended fast by my definition, and it seems to be working because I'm feeling all the things that you're supposed to feel when you are in that deep fat burning state. I'm kind of confused about the timing of the fast and the feast. If I fast for 24 hours and then eat, how long is my feasting window? It depends on what your goal is, Trudy. So if you want to do like a 1 meal a day, then you just eat 1 meal a day for like a 24-hour period. So you pick a time that you're going to break your fast and you start to feast, and then when you end your feast, you kind of start your fast again. And just because you do one 24-hour fast doesn't necessarily mean you have to go right back into another 24-hour fast. You can go into like a 20-hour fast or an 18-hour fast or whatever you want. So that's sort of all just what you kind of do for you and what your life is and what your day is, from one day to the next. And nothing has to be so pinned down and perfect. Like, you kind of just go with the flow, and once you've kind of come out of a 24-hour fast, one of two things happen. Either the next day you're going to be totally fine and you're not going to feel like eating, or you're going to be ravenous and you're going to feel like you want to eat all day. So that's where you kind of have to play with it and get some experimenting down and some rhythm down with your body, so you kind of know what to expect the next day. And then I always say, make sure you're in a really good emotional place before you do anything too long, because we want to make sure we stay in that positive self-talk. We want to make sure that that we're not self-sabotaging if it doesn't go as planned, because sometimes it doesn't go as planned, and you want to make sure you don't do more damage than good. Did a 48-hour fast, but screwed up my eating rice after my fat smoothie. Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily that it's screwed up, as it is that you'll just do better next time. So that's what I like to say, is that if you did something and it didn't go perfectly, then what you want to do is make sure that the next time you kind of take that experience and then you go forward the next day with a little bit different plan. So never worry about it not going perfectly. I always say that's just a learning experience, and the next time you're just going to do it a little differently, and keep a nice little journal of what worked and what didn't work and what felt good and what didn't feel good, and then you just kind of take the next day starting fresh. We always start fresh every day. Okay, so Heather, good to see you. Sorry you're late. You can catch this on the recording. It'll be posted in a little bit. Okay, so anything else you guys want to talk about? I know it's not a super deep and informative subject, but I figured I would kind of share with you what I'm doing in case you want to kind of experiment a little bit. And our day was kind of busy, so I was a little mentally sidetracked, and I think I'm just mentally sidetracked because of my fast too. So hopefully this helps you, gives you a little bit of confidence of how you can do an extended fast, and know that it doesn't have to be perfect every time. And even just adding a little bit of nutrients in can kind of be that thing that gets you over the edge. And anytime you put your body in a fasted state will be an opportunity for your body to be in a healing state and really get yourself into that nice fat burning state. Oh, Nikki, how did I find out how oils affect me like soy? I was really sick. I had over the past couple of years, I've just started getting really sick. And I thought for sure I had an autoimmune disorder. I'm sure I did or do. I don't know how that works. But, so I just started experimenting with food because I felt like I was having some intolerances and allergic reactions. And I thought it was mostly gluten that I was having a problem with. And I would wake up in the morning and stand up out of bed, and literally like my body would fill with water, and I would, from one day to the next, I would gain 7 pounds, and I felt like my brain was floating around in my head, and it was just, I was feeling horrible. I was super bloated. I wasn't sleeping well. I had leg cramps, like all those things were going on. And so I just sort of started doing a process of elimination and researching. And the research that I found about soy was frightening to me. From cancer to hormone imbalance to everything that it does to us. And the more I researched it, the more I realized that it was in everything that we were consuming in our home. And I started kind of getting it out of our house. And when I got it out of our house and I was, probably a month or so of no soy exposures on accident, because what happens when you're kind of experimenting is sometimes you get exposed on accident. And I was soy free, and it had kind of cleared out of my body. And then I had an accidental exposure to soy, and I felt it instantly and felt sick again. And so I just kept it out of my life, and I stay very clear of gluten, not as much as soy. Soy is just an absolute, I will not let it in thing. And I'm better. My hormones are balanced out. I feel better. I don't retain water anymore. I don't have, those days of bloating. And so I feel like it was that thing that was really causing me havoc. And if you do your research on soy, it's bad. It's just so bad for us, and it's bad for our kids, and it's bad for our husbands. And so we just make a rule that we don't have it in our life. And now if I have it, I instantly feel it, and I feel horrible. Yeah, it's weird how food starts to sneak up on us when we start cleaning our nutrition up. Thanks so much for sharing this. Much appreciated. Oh, Yvonne, you're welcome. Okay, Tracy, my phone is dying. Thanks for sharing. Bye, Tracy. Glenda, can I drink water with lemon and not break my fast? I don't know, Glenda. Lemon does have sugar in it, so I would say it's one of those things that you have to play with. And if you have your water with lemon and you're drinking a lot of water and you don't feel fat adaptive and you don't feel like you're in that fat burning state, then I say ditch the lemon for a week and then see if you get into that fat burning state again. And if you are, then it's the lemon. I worry because I'm not consistent. I may fast 16 hours one day, 20 the next, and not at all on the weekends. Is that upsetting my system? No, I don't think so, Heather. I think as long as you're still seeing results and you're feeling good, I wouldn't worry about it. That sounds like a really healthy life. Can't tolerate nuts and coconut oils. So we found out about coconut oil bothering us when we were probably overusing it. We were using it like several times a day. And then my husband got an allergic reaction to it, and I got an allergic reaction. We didn't know it was to coconut. But a lot of other people were kind of reporting that they were feeling allergic to coconut. So we just took it out for a week, and we felt better. And then we put it back in, and we felt bad. So we just kind of made, a common sense decision that coconut oil wasn't doing us any good. Okay, what is this? Hold on a second. Trudy, I'm kind of confused about that. Okay, I think we already answered that one. Can't see your video. Keep stopping. Lisa, that might be something with your internet on your end. How was your energy level during your second walk? My energy level during my second walk was amazing, but I think it's because I drank water. So I drank an entire thing of water. I think it's like 25 ounces of water or something. And I drank it right away when we started walking, and I instantly felt better. So I definitely know I didn't drink enough water today. I was just busy, and I know better. I tell people all the time, drink your water. So even the coach messes up sometimes. And once I drank my water, I was fine. Glenda, I would take the lemon out for a week and then see how you're doing. Thanks, Diane. I've been kind of all over the place with my hours of fasting. I need to get it in a good schedule. Yeah, Trudy, I wouldn't worry about it. Like, just play around with it a little bit and see, where you're most comfortable. And then when you start to plateau, just put yourself into a different state and then see how it goes. Dry fasting is definitely one of those things that I've heard is not encouraged, that you need to drink your water. You need to be hydrated. So I would not recommend it, and I wouldn't do it for myself. Macadamia oil is a great substitute. Oh, awesome, Debbie. We will look into getting some macadamia oil. I eat a lot of macadamia nuts, so that would be nice to have on hand. Soy is bad, bad, bad. Not the fermented stuff like miso, but tofu was talking. I can't even do miso, Heather. It's weird. I just feel sick with anything. October. New to your channel, do you work out and fast? Yes, I have. I haven't lately, just because I've had some other things going on in my life, and I've actually taken a little pause from working out. But working out fasted is great, and I used to run fasted. And then once I kind of got my nutrition settled in with when to eat carbs and when not to eat carbs when I was running and doing long runs, then I actually enjoy running fasted. So it's a thing that, again, you have to kind of work into your body and get your body used to being in a fasted state, and then it's great. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to pop off. I have a busy schedule tonight and a lot to do. My in-laws are coming in tomorrow, so we got a lot to do to prepare for that. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I am on tomorrow night, but again, we have some family stuff, so if I'm not available at 9, I will post something. It's hard to post it on YouTube, but I will post it on Facebook for sure, and let you know that I won't be here. So you know, you guys aren't expecting me to show up and I don't show up, but I'm planning on it. It's just if one of those last minute things where something comes up and I can't be here, I'm not ditching you guys. It's just the family thing has to come first, and my daughter's graduating from elementary school, so it's a big thing that her parents are flying, or her grandparents are flying in from California. So I will report in how I'm feeling tomorrow, though, for sure. And if you're on YouTube, please follow me on Facebook, because that's where I'm going to post how I'm feeling tomorrow and let you know. You know, I'll probably try to, if I wake up tomorrow feeling great, I'm going to probably push it into as late on Wednesday as I can. But of course the grandparents are here, so we're probably going to go out to eat somewhere, and I'll kind of let you guys know how that goes. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, you guys. If you're new and you're here on YouTube or Facebook, make sure that you hit the like button or subscribe. I will be posting videos along with everything that we're doing with intermittent fasting, and keeping you guys updated and giving you my little tips and tricks. So make sure that you're connected so you'll know what that happens. And if you are looking into joining my June intermittent fasting for today's Aging Woman course, I think we're close to like only 10 spots left. So definitely make sure that you get registered soon, because we will definitely close this course out sooner than later. And I'm thinking if we fill up before the end of May, we might push the start date up a week so we can get started a little earlier. But we'll make that decision when we know that we're full. Debbie, thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you soon. And then everybody on Facebook, thank you for hanging out, and we will catch you tomorrow night, hopefully. Check in with me tomorrow on Facebook, and I'll let you know how everything went with the rest of my fast. Good night, you guys. Hey, Glinda, good night. And Yvonne, good night. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out.